Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So, into the previous video, we studied about the arithmetic and the assignment operators which we are having up here. Now, further moving towards the next type of operators. Okay, so let me just very quickly write on the text here about the next types of operators that we are going to study up here. So, the next type of operators which we will be studying up here is my conditional. So, it is my conditional operators like this. Okay, now what do we have up here in the conditional operators and like what do we do up here and the rest of the things we'll be discussing up. Okay, now conditional operators. See, it's not always necessary that we have to simply just write or add or subtract something. Right? It might happen that many a times we have to put up some conditions. Put up some conditions like let's say we want to check that which number is greater than which number. Right, so into that particular case, it's a need that we have to go ahead with these types of operators. Right, so into the same similar manner, what I'll be doing is that I'll be putting up my conditional operators. I'll be using up my conditional operators. I'm writing up some few programs with that. So the conditional operators which you're having is less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, comma it's equal to, and things like that. So these are some of the types of the conditional operators which we are having up here in the Python programming language. Right, so that's okay. Now, whenever you have to use in the conditional operators, so with that, there comes the use of your respective if-else conditions as well. Okay, so whenever you are using up your conditional operators at the similar time, you have to use up your if-else conditions. So now with that only I'll be letting you know how to write up this particular program for the operators. Okay, so it goes on with that if. But before that, I would just declare up some numbers. And now from this time, I'll be starting taking up the input from the user. I will let you know that as well. That how do we take up the inputs from the user. So let's say first of all, I have to take in the input from the user. So what is the data type? Like in which data format we want to take? You want to take it in a string, a float, or integer? What do you want to take? Okay, first of all, you will declare up that particular thing. So for me, into my case, I want that to be done for the int. So I'm just simply writing that out. Put in the small brackets your parentheses. Okay, inside that declare up a function which is your input function. Like this int and then input. Again put up the parentheses, put up the double quotations, and here you're going to write up that enter the first number. Like this sentence you're going to write up. So with the help of this particular format, you will be able to take in the input from the user and that so into the integer format. For similarly for my second number b, again I'm going to do up the same. It's going to be int, then it's going to be input, and then it's going to be enter the second number, enter the second number, like that. So the very first thing that you have to make sure here is that we use up and we simply try to take up the input from the user in Python into this particular manner only. Now let's say you want some decimal like your float values to be taken as an input for you. So instead of int, you're going to write up there as float. Okay, great. Now I was writing up a program for checking that which number is greater. So I'm going to now put up the conditions that if I'm going to put up the greater than sign. If A is greater than B. Okay. So into that we can just print up a statement that A is greater than B. Otherwise, if this is not happening, so into that case, else I can simply print up the next statement that is B is greater than A. Now it will work up in such a manner that I will be giving up the inputs for the A and the B. Okay, now if A is actually greater than B, like the value which you have in A that is larger than B, so this is statement will be printed that is A is greater than B, and here in the else part, if the value for the b is greater, so into that case it will be written that b is greater than a. So this particular format will be followed up here for having up this particular output. So now I'm going to run that out and you're going to check this out very quickly. So let's say I'm entering the first number as 67 and second one, let's say 90. So see what it showed me, that b is greater than a, and obviously that is true because here 90 is greater than 67. Right, so that is the respective thing that you can take care of while having these types of questions, these types of operators. Now there is one more thing that could be coming up here. That let me show you. Let's say I'm again going to take up the input from the user. So a is equal to int. I'm going to put up here. Okay, not like that. I'm going to put up here input, and I'm going to write up enter the. Okay, it will be into the first number. Like that, I'm going to put it up. Okay. Next is my b. That's my int. Here goes my input. And now I'm going to write up that enter the second number. Okay, enter the second number. And I would remove this one single e from here. Right, so my first and second numbers have been inputted. Now there could be one more case up here, that let's say a and b values are same. Right. Into the previous program which we did wrote up, there we just simply write the conditions like if a is greater than b, then print this, or otherwise print this. Now one more condition could come up, that the value for the a and the b both are same. Right, then in that case what are we going to do? So let me show you. I'm going to write up the condition that if a is greater than b, so into that it has to be printed up simply that a is greater than b. Now we can simply use one thing that is here known as elif. Okay. Now into the elif condition I could put elif a is equal to b. Right, and for that I could use up my print statement that a is equal to b, like that. Right, and here I can simply use up the else part, and for that I can simply write up here the print statement that b is greater than a, like that. Right. So now this is a respective thing that can be followed up here. A is equal to b, or b is greater than a, or a is greater than b. Then it's a time for running it out once. Let's say I'm going to give up both the numbers as same 23, let's say. And again it's going to 23. So see what it showed me, that a is equal to b. So it just simply displayed me out that the value for the a is equal to the value to the b. Right. So that's the respective thing. Now let's say if I rerun that out here, and I'm going to give 12 and let's say 10. So it will now show me that a is greater than b. So accordingly, whatever the conditions are to be put up and the respective things like that, just based upon the same manner, you simply go ahead and put up all of those respective cases, all of those respective things here, according to your choice and according to your needs of your complete program, whichever you are writing in. Right. So here we just simply wrote up the program for checking out the conditional operators, that which number is greater than what, with the help of the conditional operators and my if else conditions. So hope I am pretty much clear with these particular things to you. So if you haven't subscribed out my channel up till now, so please go ahead and subscribe out my channel so that you get on these types of videos from my channel. And even press the bell notification so that you do not miss out any updates on my channel. Do like up this video if you have enjoyed this, and even share that with your friends so that they can as well learn about the machine learning and the data science styles from me. Great. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.